over the last few months, the Center for Retail Transformation has conducted several panel discussions with industry thought leaders on a myriad of key trends impacting the retail landscape. Gautham and Ricardo are here today to share some of those insights with us. Let's start with empowering your frontline employees. What jumped out from that session?
To me, it was the unanimous agreement that frontline employees are the biggest asset that retailers have. And how do we use technology in a way that enables them to make decisions and feel empowered, right? To feel part of the team.
That, when you look at this, even from a marketing lens at corporate at the retailer, those people in the store, those employees, they can make or break whatever your marketing message may be. Even from the moment that customer sets foot in that store, those are the people who are delivering on whatever brand promise your marketing message gave those customers. So they really are an integral component. I think to Gotham's point, it was a unanimous agreement across the panel that that's how you have to think about these frontline store teams. And when you look at how do you enable them to have a better work environment, not just be more productive, but also have just a better quality to the work that they're doing. It leads to, again, that kind of equation I mentioned earlier, where that employee experience really drives customer experience, which really drives the overall retail operation and the business. And that's what keeps customers coming back. And I think that really came to light with the discussion in that panel.
Second topic is in-store experience. What jumped out from those panels?
What can you do? How can you actually leverage technology and data to provide that integrated experience so that people keep coming back to the brand or the retailer?
When you're trying to determine what are the issues I need to be aware of to take a new capability and a new technology from 5 stores to 100 stores, you actually do need to understand what's going to happen at the worst locations, not just the best ones, so that you can react quickly enough to that before you actually run into those problems in the field, so to speak, right in the wild, when customers are dependent on it. So I think that's a key thing that came up from that discussion.
The third panel that we did was sustainability, and I thought that one was actually, I was really surprised at where that went. It went completely differently from where I thought it was. I'm curious what your thoughts were and what stood out to you from that panel.
The takeaway was that we're just at the starting innings of the sustainability change, right? And there is still a lot of agreement to be had, a lot of consensus to be built, a lot of metrics to be developed to actually move the needle. But everyone seems to be aligned, and that's the great thing for me.
At the end of the day, every retailer is working on this because of what they believe consumers are demanding. And I don't think there's a good way to necessarily measure that. We all see the surveys when consumers say they want to buy more sustainable products, but then you try to follow that up with sales numbers, and the two don't always correlate, right? They say they're going to do something, but then when they go and actually put their wallets down on it, they might do something else that wasn't anticipated. And so that's why how you present it matters. And I think we lose a lot of the sustainability picture in the way, unfortunately, many organizations are presenting this. And I think that is something that got covered in this panel really, really nicely.
The fourth panel, and one of my favorites, the Metaverse.
The metaverse has the potential to truly unlock the shopping experience, right? Use your maybe not 5 senses, but really get more of your senses involved in trying to get that true experience.
If you think of a consumer goods brand that's manufacturing products, they can use aspects of the metaverse around creating digital twins and models of their entire manufacturing process, and using all the data where they may have sensors in the factory that tell them about different construction points. They can use all this information and build predictive models to understand if they change something in that process, will it result in a better product? And they can manipulate these models in the metaverse without having to actually implement that change first in their production line, which obviously carries a high cost to it. But now they can do that optimization virtually. People can be in different places. They can join in this virtual office space. Even though they're physically in separate locations, they can still interact with these objects virtually in that environment while looking at these models of what they're producing. And the net result is they can come up with a much more optimum cost model and operational model for that product, and they can come up with new variations they otherwise might not have come up with for those products.
So thank you so much for taking this on, and I appreciate it, and looking forward to the next series.